Hello learner, welcome to Manifested e-learning platform. My name is James Kenyani. We are going to continue again with our lesson with our topic on similarity and enlargement. In today's lesson, we are going to talk about negative enlargement. In the last lesson, we talked about positive enlargement, where the enlargement took place on one side of the center of enlargement. So today we are going to look at negative enlargement, and we see what remarkable differences will come out. So in negative enlargement, there is something you have to learn. There will be a striking difference between positive and negative enlargement. So there is a clear objective there. So it is for the learner, at the end of the lesson, the learner should differentiate the difference between positive and negative enlargement. And before we go far, somebody will ask, where can this be experienced in our daily lives? This is experienced when we have a lens. You know, we had mirrors, but lenses are used in things like cameras. When you focus, you're actually changing the distance between those distances. When you focus, you'll get that aspect in focusing lenses. So I'll start by having that figure. We get mostly these maybe in cameras, and that is how it focuses. You find this will be the object. This will be the object, or we call it the slide. They normally call it the slide. And this will be the image. That is the object, and that is the image. So if this distance is on the left, it will be negative 5. Negative 5. It will be negative 5 centimeters, because it is the distance of the object to the focusing length is what we take to be the negative distance. And the distance from the focusing length to the screen where we have the image, we call it a positive distance. So if we have 5 centimeters, this is 5. According to our diagram, this is 5. That's 2. 10. 5 times. So that is approximately 25 centimeters. 25 centimeters. So this will be positive. So there are striking differences we are noticing from what we had in positive enlargement. In negative enlargement, the enlargement takes place on different sides of the center of enlargement. The focusing length is taken to be the center of enlargement. The distance from the object to the focal point or the focusing lens point is the negative distance. Is the negative distance. So before you go very far, the case above, there is also another thing we've noticed. It's there. The image is upside down. It is inverted. It is inverted. The image is upside down. Once this ray from B goes, B is there, A is down. The image is inverted. So those are some of the striking properties we get. So one can come and write properties, and before we write them, we can see them there. The image is inverted. The enlargement takes place on different sides of the center. So we shall take this to be the center of enlargement. It will be the center of enlargement. It will be the center of enlargement. So, 1, so the enlargement takes place on different sides of the center of enlargement. You see the object is on the left, the image is on the right. Number 2, another name for upside down, the image in this case is upside down. It is inverted. It is inverted. Number 3, we can note the distance. So just a point of correction. Since this is, we are coming from the realm, the realm, the real, the realm. This will be positive and this will be negative. Real life, positive. And when you get to the image side, that is negative. So this will be negative. When you move from the object to the focal point, that is positive. But when you now get from the focal point to the image, that will be negative. So this brings us to this. The scale factor in this case, the scale factor is negative. Scale factor is negative. It's given by what? It's given by image distance divided by object distance. That is just one of them. It can be given by image distance divided by object distance, or object image size divided by object size. So in our case, is there any one of them given? Yes, it is the image distance. So for this one is given negative 25 centimeters over 5 centimeters. So the linear scale factor, the scale factor is negative 5. So most people come and write, usually given this k is equal to negative 5. This is the scale factor. That is the scale factor. That is the scale factor. A question can arise from there. From there, there is a question that can arise. So there is a question that can arise from what we've explained. A question can arise if the slide, they can say, if the slide is 5 centimeters long or 2 centimeters long, find the size of the image. Find the size of the image. All that will come from here. Once you know the relationship between that ratio for the image distance divided by object distance should give you image size over object size. So you'll come to the solution of that. The solution of that, you'll say image distance over object distance should give you image size over object size. So the image distance, it was given us negative 25 over 5 should give you image size 2 centimeters. Find the size. So the slide is the object. So this is given 2 centimeters, but this one is not given. The image size is not given. So you'll cross multiply 5 times x will give you negative 25 times 2 centimeters. So x is equal to negative 25 times 2 divided by 5. So 5155. So it's 10 centimeters. We ignore the negative because a size cannot be negative. This just, it came from the scale factor. So image size is 10 centimeters. So let's recap what we've gone through in our negative enlargement. 1, the enlargement takes place on 2 different sides of the center of enlargement. 2, the image in this case is upside down. 3, the distance from the center of enlargement to the object is positive, while the distance from the image to the center is negative. The scale factor is negative, but we found out that in positive enlargement, the scale factor was positive. The scale factor was positive. So learn and note those properties and do not relinquish one of them. And so learner, for the assignment, we shall just get it from those properties. So there is a striking question there just from the negative enlargement. A, find the image size in this negative enlargement. F is the center of enlargement. AB is 2 centimeters. AF, which gives the distance from So this was NF, XF, should be from that center, XF, XF from the center of the image. XF is 6 centimeters, while FN to the center of the image is 240. AB is the object, A prime, B prime is the image. So learner, having worked out that question, it will give you an inner depth into what we call negative enlargement. Negative enlargement. So thank you very much for that, audience, and work through the question to differentiate positive and negative enlargement. So thank you very much, and let's meet in the next lesson. Bye-bye.